What happens when two complete strangers find each other in the most unlikely of circumstances? Is it simply a coincidence, or would you call it destiny? Stay tuned to our latest Cinephile episode to witness how this love story unfolds. And be sure to visit our Funday website for more. Hello everyone, I'm Wade, your Cinephile host. Before Sunrise is a 1995 romantic drama film, the first installment in the Before trilogy. It follows Jesse, Ethan Hawke, and Celine, Julia Depley, as they meet on a Euro train and disembark in Vienna to spend the night together. On June 16, 1994, Jesse meets Celine on a train from Budapest. They strike up a conversation. Jesse is going to Vienna to catch a flight back to the United States after touring around Europe for a few weeks, whereas Celine is returning to university in Paris after visiting her grandmother. The two get to know each other as they exchange intimate stories.
I think I'm afraid of death 24 hours a day. I swear. I mean, that's why I'm in a train right now. I could have flown to Paris, but I'm too scared.
Oh, come.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I know the statistics say, it's safer, whatever. When I'm in a plane, I can see it. I can see the explosion. I can see me falling through the clouds. And I'm so scared of this few seconds of consciousness before you're gonna die. You know, when you know for sure you're gonna die. I can't stop thinking that way. It's exhausting.
Yeah, I bet.
Really exhausting. I think this is Vienna.
Yeah.
You get off here, no?
Yeah, what a drag. I wish I met you earlier, you know? I really like talking to you.
Yeah, me too. It was really nice talking to you.
When they reach Vienna, Jesse asks Celine to disembark with him, even though they had just met. He proposed that they should live without regrets, saying that 10 or 20 years down the road, she might not be happy with her marriage and might look back and wonder how her life would have been different if she had picked another guy. And this is that very chance to live out that moment. Since Jesse has to catch a flight early in the morning and does not have enough money to rent a room for the night, they decide to just roam the city. On the tram, they continue to share stories with one another.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes. Next question. What
Wait
was the first...
a minute.
What?
So I can give one word answer?
Sure, why not?
No. After I went into such private details about my first sexual
Yeah,
feelings.
I
for
know,
this
but
guy.
those are two very different questions. I mean, I could have answered the sexual feelings things, no problem. But, you know, love... I mean, what if I asked you about love?
I would have lied, but at least
Yeah,
I would have made up a great story. I mean, I
Great.
don't know.
I mean, love is a complex issue, you know? I mean, it's like, yes, I have told somebody that I love them before, and I'd meant it, you know, but was it totally unselfish, giving love? Was it a beautiful thing? Not really. You know, it's like, love, I mean, I don't know.
They get off the tram and head to a record store. While listening to a record, they share a connection. After visiting a few other landmarks in Vienna, they end up on top of a Ferris wheel overlooking the city at sunset, where they share a kiss. As they continue to roam around the city, they began to talk more openly with each other, with conversations ranging from topics about love, life, religion, and their observations of Vienna.
I remember my mother once, she told me right in front of my father, they were having this big fight, that he didn't really want to have me. You know, that he was really pissed off when he found out that she was pregnant with me. You know, that I was this big mistake. And I think that really shaped the way I think. I always saw the world as this place where I really wasn't meant to be.
It's so sad.
No, I mean, I eventually kind of took pride in it. You know, like my life was my own doing or something. You know, like I was crashing a big party.
Yeah, that's the way to see it.
After spending time at the fair, they stop by a cafe where a palm reader read their palms. Jesse dismisses this as superstition, while Celine took some of the prophecies to heart. They soon continued their journey, wandering into a cathedral, then walking alongside the Danube Canal. They are approached by a man who, instead of begging, offers to write them a poem with a word of their choice inside. Jessie and Celine decide on the word milkshake and are soon presented with the poem Delusion Angel.
Daydream delusion. Limousine eyelash. Oh, baby, with your pretty face. Drop a tear in my wine glass. Look at those big eyes. See what you mean to me. Sweet cakes and milkshakes. I'm a delusion angel. I'm a fantasy parade. I want you to know what I think. Don't want you to guess anymore. You have no idea where I came from. We have no idea where we're going. Lodged in life, like branches in the river, flowing downstream, caught in the current. I carry you. You'll carry me. That's how it could be. Don't you know me? Don't you know me by now?
At a bar, Celine tells Jessie that her last boyfriend broke up with her 6 months ago, claiming that she loves him too much. When questioned, Jessie revealed he had intentionally come to Europe to spend time with his girlfriend, who was studying in Madrid, but they broke up soon after he was there. He found a cheap flight home via Vienna, but it did not leave for 2 weeks, so he bought a train pass and traveled around Europe.
You know, I believe if there's any kind of God, it wouldn't be in any of us. Not you or me, but just this little space in between. If there's any kind of magic in this world, it must be in the attempt of understanding someone, sharing something. I know, it's almost impossible to succeed, but who cares, really? The answer must be in the attempt.
In a traditional Vietnamese cafe, Jessie and Celine stage fake phone conversations with each other, playing each other's friends they pretend to call. Celine reveals that she was ready to get off the train with Jessie before he convinced her. Jessie reveals that after he broke up with his girlfriend, he bought a flight that really was not much cheaper, and all he wanted was to escape from his life. They admit their attractions to each other and how the night had made them feel, though they understood that they probably would not see each other again.
You think tonight's it, huh? I mean, that tonight's our only night.
It's the only way, no?
Well, all right. Let's do it. No delusions, no projections. We'll just make tonight great.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
They decide to make the best of what time they had left, ending the night with the implication of a sexual encounter between them. At that point, Jessie explains that if given the choice, he would marry her instead of never seeing her again. The next day at the train station, where just as Celine's train is about to leave, they decide not to exchange any contact information, but instead to meet at the same place in 6 months. They reluctantly say their goodbyes, as the movie pans through all the places they've been to throughout the single night they spent together, and a last glimpse of each person continuing their trek. The plot is considered minimalistic, consisting mostly of monologues and casual conversations with extended dialogue as the characters navigate through Vienna. Their contrasting ideas and perspectives on life and love are detailed, with Jessie a romantic disguised as a cynic, and Celine seemingly a romantic. An unlikely and unexpected journey of romance. Later, a sequel, Before Sunset, was released in 2004, and a third film, Before Midnight, was released in 2013.
接下来，Ruby 要揭晓今天电影迷《爱在黎明破晓时》Before Sunrise 要教我们些什么。So Ruby, first off, would you get off a train with a complete stranger?
To be honest, no.
Why not? What if it was love at first sight? 可能就这样子错过了耶。
有些人可能会担心遇到坏人 but the reason is actually due to my personality.
Your personality? How so?
Well, I'm usually very organized, so I don't see myself traveling without things planned ahead.
Oh, I see. And that probably makes it hard for you to be impulsive.
Exactly. 讨论完我的个性，现在换你。Describe your personality without using the adjectives I already used.
Okay, I'd say I'm optimistic, adventurous, and spontaneous.
Wait, spontaneous 跟 impulsive 是不是有点像？
Yeah, but slightly different. Impulsive carries a little bit of a negative connotation, while spontaneous 比较正面。
Yeah, that's one of the difference. 虽然这两个字都用来形容突然改变主意或下决定这种习惯，但 impulsive 只因为一时的冲动，而 spontaneous 常用来形容人有活力、率真，因而富有弹性。
And that's me. Well, I'm Wade.
I'm Ruby.
I hope you've learned something useful in this episode of Cinephile as I did. You can find more on the Fun Day website. Let's make every day a fun day.
Listen, you know all this bullshit we're talking about not seeing each other again? I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that either.
You don't either?
I was waiting for you to say it.
Why didn't you say something?
I was afraid maybe you didn't want to see me.
All right, well, listen, what do you want to do?
Maybe we should meet here in 5 years or something.
All right, 5 years? 5 years, that's a long
Yes,
time.
it's awful. It's like a sociological experiment. How about 1 year?
1 year.